Guardians is a Russian superhero movie directed by Sarik Andreasyan, and this feels like one of those asylum movies, you know, that American company that just makes up movies in a couple of weeks that are made with a terrible budget, terrible production design, but they have similar names and concepts to bigger movies that are going to be released. Those movies are terrible. They honestly are terrible, but they're also fun in a weird-ass way, and Guardians is pretty much, especially since it's being released right now before Guardians of the Galaxy comes out, it is pretty much one of those asylum-like movies, but the only real difference is that other than being Russian, it's just a terrible movie, not even funny. And the movie is set in Russia. During the Cold War there was a team of superheroes that was created to defend the country, and now they need them back because there is an evil scientist who has turned evil, wants to destroy the world using nuclear powers and blah blah blah. And you've seen all this shit before, okay? You truly have. Pick up just every single superhero movie ever released. You've seen this movie already, just if you watch two of them, especially the more modern MCU movies. And the superheroes as well, they're not particularly interesting. You have a guy who can use rocks, so he can throw them at people, he can use them to shield himself, and then he gets a lasso, okay? You have a girl who can turn invisible and control water and go through it and walk on it. Just, okay, fine, great superpower. Another guy turns into a monster, beast, and sometimes even into a bear, and uses machine guns, because why not? And another guy, who was the only one that I relatively liked in the movie, he has the power to slow down time and use blades in a kick-ass way. And the villain is pointless. He has these shock powers, electricity running through him, and he also has prosthetics that look horrible on him. But honestly, I don't know what to say about this movie. There is pretty much nothing that I liked, because you know that I do enjoy sometimes some crappy movies, okay? As you all know, The Room, one of my favorite movies, and it is horrible, everyone knows about it, Troll 2, Birdemic, a lot of those movies. I do enjoy them because they have an element of fun and they're very earnest in their making. This movie is just pandering in a horrible way, because it is not an interesting movie to watch in the slightest, because you have exposition scene with incredibly stilted acting, with just actors going just, I'm sorry, apologize to all the Russian viewers, but yeah, that's how they're acting for the entire movie in the dialogue scenes, and they go on for 3 or 4 minutes straight with just shot, reverse shot of people talking. And then we get the action scenes, where the CGI is horrible. It looks like straight out of a video game, and not the good ones. Green screen effects that are laughable, action that is not particularly entertaining in any way, and also the sound effects are just not powerful enough when someone gets hit in the face or where someone is shot. They're just very weak sound effects. It's not even satisfying in that way. These superpowers are incredibly convenient because they have a set of superpowers, but sometimes they get more superpowers, or sometimes they do not work properly. Just like that. And why? Why? They also set up a sequel in one of the worst post-credit scenes I've ever seen. It just ends and they say a name. Okay then, I guess. It might sound weird, but I was looking forward to this movie in either two ways. In one, I was hoping that it was an actually pretty decent superhero movie, and in the other, I was hoping for one of those just go watch it, mindless fun, dumb, and it knows it's dumb action sci-fi movies. And I got neither of those. This is just a terrible movie all around, and I don't think I've ever given such low scores. I mean, yeah. It's an all-time low for this channel. One of the worst movies I've seen this year, easily the worst one. Even worse than Bye Bye Man. At least in that one I laughed. That's the good thing about Bye Bye Man. I laughed during it. This time around I laughed. Only one time when the Beast Man turned into a bear and he had a machine gun on his shoulder and was just firing it somehow. Otherwise it's waste of time. Total waste of 90 minutes of my life. One of the few times where I say, why did I do this to myself? But still guys, if you heard of Guardians and have you watched it? Because honestly, if you were thinking of watching it, just skip it, okay? Skip it. But still guys, thanks for watching, to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.